What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining Down South Roundtable. We like to call it Sports Roundtable for short. Mark, man, what's going on, bro?
Oh, nothing much, man. Another great day for sports, man. And what a day it was.
Boy, it was a rough day for the men's 4x1, bro. Horrible.
Who you dedicate that shirt to?
Oh, Michael Marsh, the coach for the 4x1 team. Horrible decision. I hope he get held up at custom coming back to the USA. You know what I mean? Hey, take him to the back room, strip search him. Because something ain't right, bro. Something ain't right.
Cavity searches.
Boy, search for him, bro. It's horrible, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, he definitely could have done a better job. I don't know why they switched up the 4x1 team like that, man, at all. You know, making a big change like that, coming from the semifinals to the final round, it's major. It's major. Yeah. I mean, and definitely if you were going to do that, you should have put your strongest leg, Bernard at the last leg if you were going to make a switch like that. It was just terrible, man. It was a terrible decision for going around. I know it is a lot of criticism going on, but I mean, it was like 20 years in the making of fumbling the 4x1 Olympics.
So the big problem, man, it's multiple things going on, bro. First of all, they had the fastest time in the semifinals.
Crazy.
If they would have ran that same time today, they would have had gold. That's first piece. Second piece is it was raining like crap there. It was raining, bro. So on top of you putting people, you just handpick. Oh, you know what? You gonna run it. We're not in high school, man. You just can't, hey, this dude don't feel, hey, you running, man. You just can't pick up, bro. You are racing for the goal. And this is what you chose to do.
Right.
Hey, man. They need to scrap him, bro. They need to scrap him, man.
You can't do that in track, man. One thing you can't do in track, you practice with the same people usually all the time, and you practice on time and in continuity, all the time, just to make sure you got it down pat. And that's exactly what happened. People running different legs with people they haven't been practicing with and had a perfect time with. It's just like a quarterback to a wide receiver. You have to practice on that time, and so. Yep. As you can see, this was the results once again.
Yep. I mean, it was pure horrible. And I don't blame the athletes, bro. I don't blame the athletes for that because you just can't throw nobody out there, bro. And it was raining. They didn't even practice. So the people that's already in tune should have been the same people ran the semifinals, should have ran the final. You know what I mean? They should have ran that unless somebody had an injury, blah, blah, blah. But you just willing-nilly say, oh, you know what? You like, man, come on, man. This ain't
they switched up the whole lineup. That was the thing as far as like moving people here from second leg to a curve runner to a straight runner, a second leg to a fourth leg. It was too much going on, man. I don't know what to say about
it. Again, should not be the track coach for USA team. Like I said, I hope he get held up in customs. I hope they go back there and say, you know what, man, just to be sure, we need to do a cavity search on you because something ain't right, man. You know what I mean? I hope they check his bank account because he might got money on it. He sound like the 1990s NBA refs, man, betting on the game, man. Betting to lose, bro. He like, I'm gonna show you how bad I could jack this up, bro. He is absolutely pure failure for the USA.
It was terrible, man. It was terrible. I mean, how many years can you watch, of this? Like I said, it's been like 20 years. Every 4 years we watching the same thing happen. Terrible handoffs, dropping batons. I mean, come on now, man.
I mean, bro. I'm gonna get off my soapbox with this one, man, because that dude is
at least shout out to the women, for winning.
Oh, the women.
Yes. They did their thing. They did their thing.
They did what they supposed to do. They don't have to go through TSA coming back. Just my
right. Private planes all the way back, one-way flight. Yeah, I'm glad Shakira she got a goal finally. Definitely.
Yeah.
You know, she earned it too because, like, I mean, they were in by 4th place when she got the baton. So definitely brought them back.
Yeah.
Shouts out to them.
Shouts out to them, man. Yeah, bro. The women's track, they did what they supposed to. They showed out. I mean, nothing negative to say about them, bro.
Right.
Nothing negative to say about them, man. But let's switch here to more. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say we still leading the count right now. The medal count. We're on top of gold finally. I think we're leading in all gold.
I think we're leading. Yeah. Preferably, we don't want to be in gold. We want more bronze. I mean, more bronze to be gold. But you know what I mean. But yeah, bro, I'm gonna get on my soapbox about that track and field, man. But
no, it was terrible.
That was terrible, bro. That was terrible, man. I mean, any sport, I put like this, man. And Mark, you know this very well. You know what I mean. And when you play outdoor sports, and now you add weather condition to it, it wasn't like it was 75 degrees, sun shining, no breeze, beautiful day. No, it was raining, bro. Like it was coming down raining. You don't start to change up anything when weather's a part of this situation in outdoor sports at all. You stick to your fundamentals. Like you look at football, you might not pass as much. You ain't really doing no trick plays in no freaking bad weather. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't doing none of that stuff, bro. This dude just saying, he just threw out the whole hey, I ain't doing none of this, man. We're gonna go with this route. What the hell?
Oh, man. It was crazy. It was definitely crazy, man. I mean, and you could tell the American people are a little mad because a lot of people are asking questions as to what's going on, what happened, why it keeps happening. Yeah, so it definitely gonna have some answers, some questions and some answers.
Only thing they gotta do when they ask that question, just hold up his face on a piece of. This is the reason why. I mean,
yeah.
So it's crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. But hey, man, let's talk about some basketball, man. The men's and women's USA basketball, bro. Both of them showing out. So I start out with the men's. Boy, they had a little scare on them, bro. They had a scare. They had a scare. It was a little bit too tight for comfort, if you really want to say. I mean, I watched that whole game. That was one of probably the best games I've seen in a good while for competitive level basketball. And it was a little tight for comfort, but I say this. When I first watched that game, Steph scored the first 14 to 15 points. And they was losing. But he was raining from the USA to Paris, where he was hitting threes like crazy, man. But the one thing I want to say about this team is they got the right maturity level on this team because they came. You know what I'm saying? The IQ is high between Steph, between KD, between LeBron. You got people with multiple championships, all in a mid to late 30s, played this game a long time, and they've been in these situations before. They know. All thing different was they've been playing the series. They ain't playing. You lose, you out. You know what I mean? You going to the next level, you out of there. So they knew how to close that deficit when Steph is hot, KD's hot. They still came back. You know what I'm saying? So then LeBron said, I'm put my shoulder down because they're going to either foul me or I'm going to make this layup. He knew exactly when to go into straight attack mode. And that just comes from the IQ of playing this game a long time. So that's the only reason they won that game, man. I'm happy they won it. But what's your take on this, bro?
Yeah, definitely happy they won it. I mean, and Steph really hadn't been having a good game, for the other games. But I mean, definitely this game was his game. And, like they said, everybody got to step up. At some point in time, everybody has their game. So it was his night. I mean, and what a better night for them to come back with with what he did. I mean, to come back from 17 down in third quarter. I mean, how do you come back from that with 3 points for the most part? So who better to come back with 3 points than Steph? So yeah, they definitely needed him.
They was down and he was hot. That usually don't happen. Steph is hot and they down. You know what I'm saying? Like they were. So that was. But then you look at it when they got close to when they got in that fourth quarter, you really started seeing KD play a different type of defense. Steph really started bucking down on defense. They ain't never had to buck down that hard like in a regular NBA game. You know what I'm saying? They'll get down there. They was like, we cannot lose a game. They put everything on the table, bro. They put everything on the table with this.
Yeah, they did. And they said Carmelo was coaching from the sideline. That's why they came back.
Well, hey, D-Wade was calling the game too. So he was commentating. Oh, he was commentating.
He was commentating. But Carmelo was on the sideline. He was on the sideline. He was face to face. Yeah. Him and LeBron had a face to face interaction. I'm talking about he was in his face like he was the coach. Yeah. Carmelo took over, became the coach.
Hey man, so. It was a great game, man. The gold game is on Saturday tomorrow. They play France. That's going to be a very, very, very. I think, in my personal opinion, I think it's going to be a good game, a very tense game, because they got Wimper. You know what I mean? That man right there, just with his height and his athleticism, he put the NBA notice on his rookie season. So I'm waiting to see how that's going to transition tomorrow, man.
Yeah. In France, France gave us trouble in the 2020 Olympics too. So I mean. It's definitely going to be a tough game and a good game at the same time, man. I mean, you see the men who playing for the U.S. team. They're definitely playing with heart and passion. They're leaving it all out on the court, and they're loving what they do. So they're bringing it all to the table, and it's working for them, man. I mean, you love to see that. So I'm glad they did what they did. Now they said they said America is being a miracle. They said because the men's basketball team, I guess they made a little post when Noah Lyles came in third place on the 200. Yeah. They had a little post. I don't know if it's true or not, but I seen it. It said we're not playing for bronze.
But so all right, I know we on basketball, but I'm gonna talk about that Noah Lyles coming in bronze. We don't know what the whole situation. We know he got COVID, and he still ran that race. You know what I mean? When I caught COVID, boy, it was rough. You know what I mean? Respiratory issues, breathing issues, and he's still running for a medal. I'm wondering that might affect him a lot. You know what I mean? His breathing pattern. You was a big track guy, bro. So I don't know. You know what I mean? It could have been that, because I don't know how bad it is, bro. Because he should have been on that 4x100 too.
And he should have ran. Now
I don't know if he said it. He said I gave him another opportunity, but I don't know if that's a political answer he gave or he's really dealing with issues. You know what I'm saying?
Now, did you watch him in the 200 when he got bronze, third place? Did you watch the race?
Yeah, I seen it.
Did you see how he came out?
Yeah.
He did a whole dog and horse and pony show. He came out jumping around. He ran 100 yards himself, hollering at the crowd. That don't sound like COVID to me. That don't sound like COVID to me.
But I say this. Being a professional athlete, you got to entertain too.
Yeah, but no, I don't. After you run through it,
he should have been
exactly. You supposed to be so down in that. Yeah,
he should have been chilling.
You supposed to be so down in that. Then why you doing all that? You jumping around. 19 seconds ago you didn't look like you had it. and what you said when you had it, you felt it, didn't?
Boy, I felt it, bro. I could barely move, man. I temperature high, everything was, bro. I was jacked up, man. You know what I mean? So yeah.
I seen people get burnt on go routes and lay on the field, act like they pull a hamstring. I've seen this.
Hey, you know that's every DB.
Hey,
if that boy he missed that jam, and that boy raised his hand, what he do? He run, oh man, hamstring, bro, hamstring, man. Hey, next thing you know, he at the club after the game, man. Come on, bro.
Right, exactly. I've seen this too many times before. I know what that was. I know exactly what that was. I don't hear nothing about no coach. Because 22 seconds ago, you was jumping up and standing on couches almost. You know, exactly. So,
yeah, man. But yeah, man. I'm looking at. I'm interested. I'm ready to see this game tomorrow, man. For the men's basketball, man. Against, you know what I mean, against France. I'm interested how they're gonna the big thing I'm interested in how they're gonna play Wemba. How they gonna play?
Right. Like I said, we gonna see. We definitely gonna see. I mean, they're gonna have to put a big man on them.
Yeah.
And somebody play him on the wing too. So
yeah.
But yeah, I was saying, you know that there's been a little back and forth between the basketball and Noah Lyles, what he said about being world champions. You know, when they call NBA players world champions when they win. Yeah. And he went and said that on the podium, what it was about 2-3 years ago. You talking about why did they call them world champions when they're just playing in the U.S. So that's what I was saying when they put up that little post when he got bronze. The U.S. basketball team put up a little post that said we're not here for a bronze.
Yeah.
So it's a little back and forth.
You know what, man? Also, the NBA got so many international players.
Exactly.
I mean, it is what it is now.
Exactly.
It really is. It is what it is. That's important. But let me ask you this: on the side, talk about this man basketball. How do you feel about Tatum not getting playing time?
I mean, I don't know if they're trying to save him like an ace in the hole or what. I don't know. I don't know if him and Steve Kerr are having issues with each other, which I heard. I heard a story like that, but I don't know how true it is. But I mean, Tatum didn't play because now keep in mind now Tatum didn't play in the Serbia game. This is the second Serbia game. This is the same, concept and lineup that he used when they played Serbia the first time when all the noise broke out about why Tatum's not playing. So it's kind of like it's the same lineup a second time around. But I don't know if it's something else or something additional going on too. I don't know.
I say this, man. You know what I mean? You said you don't know if it's an ace in the hole. The way Tatum been playing, he been playing like a 3 of clubs. Worthless card. he been playing like a 3 of club. A straight worthless card. A card you get, hey man, here you go, bro. Let's take the book, man. That's what he been playing like, man. I mean, if you really think about it, he ain't been playing efficient anyway. He ain't been playing efficient anyway. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
When you need a bucket, we don't need somebody that been missing 20 doggone shots in a row. No, we don't need that right now. Remember when they were trying to regain that lead, they was down like I think like about 4 points, 3 points, 1 or 2. KD hit, you know what I mean? He did a crossover move. He cleared space. Next thing you know, he pulled up a long jumper bucket. That's what you need right there. You need somebody at that time to make a bucket, bro. We don't need you banking this. We don't need you hitting a brick, and we got to try to get a rebound and go back. No, we need somebody official right now. You see what I'm saying? You see who was on the floor. You see who was on the floor when they needed that shot. When they needed a shot, who had on the floor? You had KD, Steph, and LeBron. Those what you need on the floor right now. And you had Embiid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I got mad when Bam Adebayo shot a 3. Like, stop shooting 3. That's not we don't need you shooting 3s right now. Yeah, and we was already in the hole.
Now everybody started because you see a lot more people, like everybody been watching men's basketball, USA basketball for a while, but everybody really, really gravitating to it now. they are seeing the pure difference between world basketball at the Olympics and an NBA team. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They are seeing that a missed shot will make you like a real. You got to be efficient because they playing scrappy. The rules are slightly different than the NBA. Mm-hmm. They can stay. They ain't got no 3-second violation down in the hole like that. You know what I'm saying? So everything's a little bit different, bro. Everything's a little bit different from the NBA, man. So you needed shots. Then you see when they went back on the defense, they need to make a stop. What they did, they pulled out certain people. They got. He's 12th man. You got 12, 13 players that's all world right now in the NBA, man. But right now, you look at the performance. You just can't just throw him in there just because he's Jason Tatum. He just won a ring. No, we got to win this gold, man. If you ain't hot right now, I got to get somebody that's in there that's hot. And to be real with you, Book ain't getting enough love. Book is showing he's doing what he's exactly what he's supposed to be doing.
He balling, but he can play defense and offense. And as right now, like you said, we needed somebody definitely who can play defense.
Yeah,
which he does a superb job of. So, definitely hats off to Book. I mean, if you're watching, if anybody's watching and know basketball, they know he's balling out. Yeah, so definitely big up to him. And like you said, I mean, we need somebody who's going to actually score at this point in time. We don't need Tatum doing what he did in the finals. Some games
he still wasn't
not
efficient
showing
in
up.
the finals. You know what I mean? He wasn't efficient. He made high points, but he wasn't efficient.
Right, he wasn't the best, and we all know who had the best efficiency on their team. Yeah, we all know.
Exactly. Hey, man, so let's talk about the women's basketball, man.
Balling,
beat Nigeria. You know what I mean? Balling, like no. I don't like I said. We've been saying this from the get go. We want to see nobody beating them.
No, they definitely got a super team. No doubt about it. I mean, no hands down, they got a super team. I mean, and these are the faces of the faces. Definitely. At this point in time, so they don't have a problem either. They're beating people by 20 points. Like this might be their dream team. Not saying anything against Dawn Staley and Rebecca Lobo and them. In the year that they had, but this team here is definitely a super team, hands down.
Yep. I mean, they ain't got the same issues that the men's having. I mean, I don't see nobody, not between Asia Wilson and Brittany Griner. Nah, I don't see that. I don't. They ain't got no issues, bro. They ain't got no issues. They just got to play the game just to get the medal, man. They don't got no worries. I mean, don't go out there and just start bricking everything, but they play their game like they've been playing.
They got too many shooters. I mean, from Plum to Diana to Sabrina. I mean, they're not gonna lose.
I mean, yeah, bro. They ain't gonna lose, bro. They ain't gonna lose, man. I mean, I'm more the only thing about the women's I'm looking at, man. I'm not even looking at this year. I'm looking at 2028 when it's in LA, the Olympics.
Oh yeah.
That roster gonna change so drastically, bro. I'm wondering how that's gonna work. You know what I mean? How it's gonna be the viewership's gonna be crazy. I say that.
Oh yeah.
When they add certain pieces to the roster, you know what I mean. Now you got that gravitation gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? That gravitation gonna happen. So I'm yeah, bro. It's gonna be great, bro. It's gonna be great, bro.
Yeah. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. That's gonna be a big year for them. And like we were saying the other day, as far as like, when the Jujus and the Paige Beckers and the Flageys come into the league, more than likely they'll definitely be on their team. Along with Caitlin and Angel, and Cardoso. So I mean, talk about a super team again. In their pro form, a pro form of all those girls, those women, I should say, a pro form of them. 4 years into the league of professional play will definitely be major.
Yeah,
and they'll definitely put on the show.
Yeah,
so that'll definitely be exciting. And in LA too, the numbers are going to be crazy. Viewership.
Yep. Yeah, man. But bro, hey man, let's talk about, man. Let's get at it, bro. Let's talk about some football, man.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna start out with NFL, man. Let's start off this NFL, bro. Let's start out with NFL. The first thing, man, let's talk about Brandon Aiyuk and his contract negotiations. That's not working out too well with the 49ers. Before we got on the podcast, I seen a new report that him and the whole 49ers coaching staff and the GM had a sit down in the 49ers upstairs and basically talk. We gotta close the negotiation. Because I'm gonna tell you this. So what do players that's in the middle of contract negotiation usually do when training camp is going on? What they usually do?
Hold up.
No, Brandon Aiyuk haven't held out. What he's doing is he ain't practicing either. He's showing up and not practicing. He's standing off to the sideline. He ain't risking no injury, but you can't find him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. He's been there.
So that's it's driving. So now reports like it's driving Kyle Shanahan crazy because I need my guy on the field right now, but he's standing right there watching and ain't touched the field and ain't dressed out, ain't got a helmet or nothing. But you can't find him.
Yeah, so it looks like Kyle Shanahan has jumped into into the negotiations, the contract negotiations, because he the one called the sit down meeting at this point in time. So I'm sure he was like, "Hey man, let's figure this out because I'm trying to win, and you're not trying to be held up by contract negotiations at this point in time. I mean, come on, John Lynch, y'all put something together. Let's get it done."
And the Patriots was trying to sign him, trying to trade for him, and I think it was the projected number that was thrown out there. I don't know how accurate it is. It was right at $28 to $30 million a year. But he said, "No, I ain't going to the Patriots." Yeah, and they're going to be turned down. He said he turned it down. He said because I don't like their quarterback situation.
Ooh, I mean that's a whole other
time. That's before he's seen what we've been talking about for a good while. Drake May is not a first-round quarterback. They wasted a doggone pick on him, and the person they should have got in the first round with the Tennessee quarterback, which is baller right now.
Man, did that man have a show or what? He put on the show last night. And I don't know what people have been looking at or what they were looking at to pass up on him. I mean, clearly he showcased his talent on the field yesterday. And you can tell though, because you see how the team rallied around him when he threw the ball. I mean, almost all of them ran out there on the field. They know what it is. They know what's going on.
They know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
They know exactly what it is. That man should be on that, man.
How many people have wasted the pick? First round pick.
Oh, I can name two. I can name two organizations. Oh, you ready for me to talk about this one? The other one is Bo Nix. What? First of all, Sean Payton. He got first. Well, Sean Payton. He wanted to get Russell Wilson out of the door fast. Get him out of here. I don't want him. You know what I'm saying? Then he got on his high horse and said, "I want Bo Nix in the first round. He's the best quarterback I've seen since doggone Drew Brees." And I'm looking at it, bro. I'm an Auburn fan, bro. I see what he could do. That ain't what you want, man. And you pick him in the first round. Now look at him right now. He's a fourth quarterback on the depth chart. But that's supposed to be your guy.
But
that's supposed to be your guy.
And it's crazy because how do they not see this though? Because the whole year he was at Auburn, me and you were having these conversations about his play, and the coach Dan Lanner, and the plays he's calling. He's just calling dink and dunk plays for him. Yeah. They're letting the athletes do most of the work at Oregon. I mean, who are y'all fooling? Who is watching this? Who is making these picks? Who are in these draft rooms?
Remember, it's two things a good coach supposed to do. A good coach supposed to highlight your strengths, hide your weaknesses.
And
Sean Payton realized he can't hide his weaknesses.
Not at all. Not with the play that he wants to play.
Not in the AFC either.
But what were you watching? What were you watching? I mean, if Dan Lannon did such an amazing job, he must be a ventriloquist because he hid his weaknesses at Oregon. He hid them. He brought out his strengths. Like I said, don't nobody throw a 3-yard flare route like Bo Nix.
But Mark, I say this: what we say about college football. What do we call the toughest conference in college football? The SEC. And why we call it the toughest conference? Because of really offense. I mean, obviously we got good offense on the SEC, but it's defense. You know what I mean? You ain't finna see no 55, 56 games day in and day out from multiple SEC games. You're not finna see that. What is Oregon in? Non-SEC team.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, and they run the scoreboard up. That's what they do. You know, those games are definitely always in the 30s, 40s, 50s. You know, all the time.
If you take half the schools out of the SEC, put them in that same conference, they'll do the same thing too.
Right. No doubt about it.
So we see when he played with basically what Sean Payton should have been watching. He should never watch any Oregon tape. He should have only watched Oregon. But you know why? They wanted to blame it on Brian Harsin, which he had a toxic environment. But you see what he did. You see what he played against SEC talent. We all say SEC is the closest thing to the NFL, and you still got a long way to go. That man can't perform, bro. Now you just wasted a first-round pick on that, man. Come on, bro. It was so many other people you could have grabbed. You grabbed Bo Nix in the first round?
These people can't be watching the same people we're watching. Like, because how does I just don't see how Drake May and Bo Nix go over Joe Miller. It don't make sense to me. It's not clicking. And apparently, I'm glad it's not clicking because it don't make sense at all to nobody else either.
No.
Athletic wise.
Broncos could have got pins. They could have got pins.
These folks don't want to win. I'm just convinced of that.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, Sean Payton, he's gonna be on the hot seat after by mid-season. He's gonna be in the hot seat. The writing on the wall. Yeah, the writing on the wall right now. He's gonna be on the hot seat. He's gonna be
definitely after last year.
Yeah. He's gonna be on the hot seat. No doubt about it. He's gonna be on the hot seat because that bro, between Bo Nix, Drake, like I say, Drake May should have been. What did I call it on one episode when we talk about a draft? I think third round. Third round. Yeah. Third round. Because why? Remember, when you get picked as a first round athlete, yes, you are getting picked that high because you are one or two at that position in all of college football. All right. Mm-hmm. Drake May, I don't think he was one of or two or three at that position in college football last year, especially the people that they are playing against. That's my piece. It's not, you could put up 6,000 yards. Yeah, that's cool and all, but who did you play? I don't know who you played.
Exactly.
Like, who did you play? Syracuse football? You know what I'm saying? Baylor? I mean, Boston College? Come on. So, I mean, I can see him. I think, you know, when you're a first round, you go into a football organization and you look at it, you're going to a bad team already. Or you're a game changer to change this team from a bad team to a good team.
Right.
Drake May ain't it. Bryce Young was a dog at Alabama. And he still can turn the doggone Panthers around.
Yeah. Just give him a little more time because Matt Rule definitely wasn't it.
Yes.
He definitely wasn't it.
And he still sold out a little bit if his line was halfway decent, you know what I mean, blocking at some point. But Bo Nix, he's not a quarterback that could change an organization around coming out first. Bo Nix should have been more of a fourth round quarterback. Drake May, third round, maybe late second round. I give him late second round, but third round. But neither one of those are first round quarterbacks. Now you got a 6th round quarterback coming in, jumping a first round quarterback. Okay, make that make sense. So now,
right, that's true.
You just wasted a valuable position you needed. You had a bunch of linemen, a bunch of wide receivers that was in the draft that you could have got.
Exactly. So let's just put it in perspective. Out of first round picks, Bo Nix and Drake May, who went first round, who are now Bo Nix is fourth on the chart, and Drake May is probably second or third. I don't know, behind Zappy, because Zappy is still balling at the Patriots. Yeah. So Drake May is probably third. So you telling me Joe Milton and Michael Penix, who got picked after these guys, are wowing their teams in the NFL right now? Like, what football are these people watching? Yeah, so I mean, like you said, they wasted their picks. They definitely could have got somebody else. They could have built their roster up a little different, using their picks wisely, but they didn't do it. So they gotta suffer.
So Mark, when we play spades, you play dominoes, you know what I mean, bones or whatever. And you know what I mean? And somebody holding up the table thinking about what they next play is. What we always say, think long, think wrong. That's what they did. Instead of saying this right here, this dude right here he's elusive, he's athletic, and he can throw. Is he the right fit? When he fit, they thinking. Instead of looking at literally what you see in front of you, that this dude is causing damage on a college a college team. No, but we more comfortable when he might fit in our system. He's a pure drop back passer. Okay.
Yeah, I know what talent look like. It's easy to see. I know what God-given talent look like. I mean, in the drop back pass. I mean, Orlowski even said this. The drop back passer. He was a drop back passer at Detroit. He said the drop back passer days are really over with. It's no more Brady's. I mean, just that old mentality like that. Because look at Josh Allen. And like we were saying the other day, why does Josh Allen have high fantasy points? Because he can throw and run.
Yeah, he's elusive. Yep.
Exactly. So most quarterbacks now coming out, you have to be more elusive. Like I said, the game has changed from that drop back passing situation because, like we were saying the other day too, it's so much RPO in the NFL now, which came from mostly the college level. And that's who ran that system, more elusive quarterbacks. So the game has changed. So they keep picking those guys they want to, wasting their talent. Wasting their actual picks. Then, like I said, it just falls on them. But it's not the first time we've seen it happen. It's just Tom Brady situations happen over again.
And I'm gonna tell you the big reason why. I agree 100% what you just said. The big reason why you can't be just a straight drop back quarterback in NFL. The defensive ends are fast. Them edge. They ain't really even call them DNs anymore. They call them edge rushers. Because why?
Right.
In our generation, that person right there really was an outside linebacker. Now today is like, we're gonna move you close to the line of scrimmage. We're gonna put your hand in the dirt sometime.
Mm-hmm.
So now you had an outside linebacker that was running a 4.4.45. Now you put this mug on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Michael Parsons. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. It's the early Dwight Freeney. Remember that you say Dwight Freeney was too small, but it was just fast off the edge. Look at the game now. Yep. So many Dwight Freeney's in the game now.
So you look at I mean, the way you gotta throw the ball, you ain't just doing this straight drop back doing this. You gotta know how to sidearm too, because why you gotta be able to throw around that edge rusher that's coming right in front of your face, that's beating your tackle every time. Your tackle's running a 4-8, between a 4-8 and 5 flat, and your edge rusher that's really in the early 2000s would be considered outside linebacker. This dude on line of scrimmage running a 4-4-4-5. Yeah, he gonna beat him off the line of scrimmage. And he got hands to get you off of him, and he beelining to you. That's the big reason why they start changing the rules for the quarterback. Oh, you gotta lay him down on a pillow because that mother coming off the edge too fast.
Right,
he coming off the edge too fast.
Yeah, man. Like I say, the game has changed. Bigger, faster, stronger. That's the name of the game. Moving forward each and every year. So, yeah. Like I said, they just messed up.
I mean, look when you played UAB, you outside linebacker. Imagine you start when you was rushing, you were probably blitzing. But imagine you would line up on a line of scrimmage 50% of the time, and you giving hands to him. Bro, you was already beat because you already quit. You faster than this dude.
I used to like to line up on the line of scrimmage, and we did it often, time to time, playing man coverage or what have you. I definitely loved it because it was an easier way to jam, to slow down my receiver, and I could get into the backfield quicker. So I definitely loved the play off the line.
So I mean, bro, it's so I mean, I was, you know what? Not rooting for Bo Nix's failure, not rooting for because I honestly think he is a good football player.
Mm-hmm.
They put too much expectation on him. And Sean Payton boosted it up like, oh, he's the best thing. He's exactly what I need. So you're telling me you just kicked Russell Wilson out the door for somebody that got away from the SEC. I understand there's a lot of stuff that was happening top at Auburn. Got it. But you got him to a better situation. All right. Like I said, Oregon hid some of his deficiencies. Now, in NFL, they're going to expose that. They're going to expose that.
Because if I could paint a picture as for what they were doing with Auburn, you guys was doing to Bo Nix, y'all made life horrible for that man. Because of his deficiencies, though. But I mean, which is real, because of his deficiencies, and that's the reason why he left and went to Oregon. So I don't know if people know how the environment is down here, or how it was when Bo Nix was at Auburn. Auburn fans were pissed at his play.
Boy,
that man left. That's exactly why he left.
You would be the only person I talked to after the game. You're an Alabama fan. I used to hate Todd. I said, man, I'll give you about 30 seconds so you get off your chest. Man, I got to get off the phone, bro, because this dude right here, he about to have me tear this whole house up, man. You know what I mean? I'm about to take these off the wall, throw them. Bro, I was hot. Pack up all my Auburn stuff, throw it in a box, and kick, man, just because of Bo Nix, man.
And I remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah, he got him out here looking like he better beat up the next starting quarterback for the Broncos in the AFC. Man, get the hell out of here, man.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, you see how vivid we remember this?
Yeah.
Like, he went to Oregon and the rest of the world forgot about it. Even the NFL. Apparently, they didn't do their due diligence. They didn't do their due diligence. They looked at 1 year play.
What they want to do, they due diligence on. They choose what they want to see.
Yeah.
They choose what they want to see. That's what it is. They choose what they want to see. So
it's their fault.
Yeah, man. But hey, man, let's switch over to DJ Metcalf, man. His incident, bro. Did you see that where he had the little scuffle at training camp? You know what I mean? Then swung his helmet, hit somebody upside the head or whatever you want to say. And you got people like, oh man, that's dirty. You gotta have composure. Blah blah blah. Oh, you never played football before. Hey, you know what I mean? You don't know what that's like, bro. You know what I mean? That's the first piece. I don't agree with the swinging the helmet on somebody like that. You know what I mean? But fighting and scuffling, that happens, bro. That's what it is, man. Brothers fight. You know what I mean? Blood brothers fight. You know what I mean? Cousins fight. You know what I mean? That's life, man. You know what I mean? That it ain't like hate you. But I understand about the helmet piece that, hey, come on, bro. You can't just be swinging the helmet on somebody. But what's your take on this, man?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely are not condoning the swinging of the helmet and hitting people. But, at the end of the day, football players are warriors. And all we care about is war when we're on the field. So
Yep.
in the heated battle on the field, I don't care if it's practice, definitely against an opponent, but even at practice, it can get out of line. It can get hectic.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's a lot going on that field. A lot of testosterone on that field going on at one time. So that happens. I mean, the swinging of the helmet, that happens. When your adrenaline is rushing, you probably don't even feel that helmet hit you. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of times, I can say that sometimes stuff like that, you just black out. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
you'll just black out, man. Like, man, what the hell? I mean, you don't even know, like, outside looking in, obviously we weren't there. You know what I mean? So I seen the video, but what you don't see is the 10 minutes, 5 minutes before that led up to it.
Mm-hmm.
What if old boy was chip shotting every time? You know what I mean? Push him in the back, like really just taking too far. And he got fed up with it. You know what I mean? It could be a lot of stuff that led up to that point, not him just, out of black, they're taking my helmet, I would swing on somebody. So it's a competitive sport, man, and it's a physical sport. It's a very physical sport.
Very,
I mean, it is what it is.
Very physical sport. And like I said, that's what you go into the day with every day, every practice, to beat the next man. You're battling against huge men, every day, all day long. Strong individuals. So you have to have that warlike mentality, which you do in football. You stuck with it for forever, actually. You never lose it. But like I said, that stuff happens on the field, man. I mean, you don't see swinging of the helmets all the time. I mean, but you do see it, and you definitely see punches and fists fly. So it's a normal day. It's a normal day of football.
That's why I look at it, and people don't even realize you're wearing a helmet. You can't even tell what's being said on the field. That's why you think that they got them doggone $20,000 mics off to the sideline so they can zoom, they can really hear all the way across the field what players say because they can't read lips, they can't hear. Man, ain't nothing but talk, ain't nothing but shit talking during the game. Practice. Ain't nothing but if your team is not talking shit during practice, your team is sorry. I'm sorry. Y'all ain't competitive. If it ain't,
you
ain't
have
going
to
at defense and vice versa, ain't talking shit. Mark, how many times we love each other, but we was always talking shit. When you was at quarterback in high school, I was at we still talking. We talking.
Yeah.
That's part of it. We making each other better.
Yeah. Iron sharpen iron. So you definitely have to push your teammates, to be better. Because you want to see them better than your opponent, definitely at that point in time. So we can definitely push each other to the edge every day at practice. But but every time we get to the game, I'm telling people on the other side, you're not gonna stop my dog. You're not gonna get past my dog. He gonna knock you out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because when you go play the other schools that throw rocks at your butts when you pull up and leave, that type of stuff. You know what I mean? If you ain't built for that, you gonna. So you know what I mean? It is what it is, bro. But I mean, I don't agree with the helmet swing, but I don't look at it like, hey, you know what I mean? That's a game changer. That shouldn't be happening. It happened at every training camp. It's a fight at every practice, man. Between teams, man. It always happens. Then they go back in the locker room and they cool. It is what it is.
Yeah, you're gonna always see it. Like I said, there's so much adrenaline pumping at the same time. You might not even feel it. You might just hear about it. Later on. It's nothing, man.
Yeah.
Nothing.
But hey, man. So, another thing, man, with what I had on here, man. We were gonna talk since we're on NFL, we're gonna talk about the NFL eligible list for 2025 Hall of Fame. Last episode we talked about some snubs, people that got snubbed. I felt like got snubbed. one person in particular, which is London Fletcher. Don't understand how he is not in the Hall of Fame. That still right there blows my mind. Another piece is, you know what I mean? Now the new list came out. You sent it to me. And it's some good names on there. The one thing I say off that list, man, is I only see one first ballot Hall of Famer, and that's Eli Manning. Mm-hmm. That's Eli Manning. I'm gonna go through the list right now. It is Luke Kuechly, Marshall Yonda, Adam Vinatieri, Joe Staley, Marshawn Lynch, Eli Manning, Darren Sproles, Clay Mathis, and Terrell Suggs.
Yeah, I can definitely see Terrell Suggs.
That's first ballot?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely Eli Manning. And I probably have never said this in my life, but Adam Vinatieri, a kicker. Adam Vinatieri was the closer.
I can see that.
For 20 years, you know, and I'm talking about big games, playoff games, Super Bowls. You know, so definitely them. I mean, the list is packed. I mean, I would love to say Marshawn Lynch just by his contribution to the game, but as far as numbers go, I know they wouldn't put him on a first. I mean, they wouldn't make him a first ballot. I don't think. So because you know they always look at numbers. I mean, now Darren Sproles' numbers, I'm off the chain too.
So,
but I don't think they make him a first round.
Terrell Suggs. I don't see him. The reason I'm putting Terrell Suggs as a first round Hall of Famer, because the people that's semifinals this past year, that's still waiting their turn. Jared Allen, London Fletcher, Dwight Freeney, James Harrison, Robin Mathis. So out of those people,
and those
I don't see him jumping Jared Allen right now. Not more because Jared Allen, he's a full-time semifinalist. You know what I mean? Dwight Freeney, 2-time semifinalist. Robert Mathis, 3-time finalist. Vince Wilfork. That you got some deep line, you got to jump. I don't see him jumping all.
Suggs though,
I'm with you on that. I'm just going off the list though. I'm just going off the list. If you know what I mean.
You talk about a man who put in major contributions to his team, your team.
But I know. But
in
did the Cowboy man? Did he do that?
But I'm saying Terrell Suggs is a 2-time Super Bowl champ.
One time. He won
one time.
He won on that 2000 Raiders. Him and no, it's on tip of my tongue, man. Safety. Ed Reed, they was after that. They came in after that. Yeah.
Ooh.
So, but I say this. Now
then he had defensive player twice of the year.
Yeah. But I say this. Out of these last semifinals for this past year, it was 0 quarterbacks on that list.
This past year?
0 quarterbacks. Now you look at this current. Now you got to look at this current list that's coming out for the eligible ones that's coming out this year. What quarterback is on that? Eli Manning. That's the reason I say he's gonna be a first ballot Hall of Fame.
Everybody know that.
Yeah.
Right.
But I don't see. That's why I say he's the only one. Luke Kuechly, great linebacker, smart linebacker. But you got
great.
If he beat out. Boy, I'm gonna lose my mind. If he beat out London Fletcher, I'm gonna lose my mind, bro. I'm gonna lose my mind. If he beat out James Harrison, I'm gonna lose my mind. So
and these are people who gonna definitely get in there.
They're gonna get in. It's just it's almost like you gotta wait your turn. You gotta wait your turn. So that's the only reason I say off of this current eligible list, Eli Manning is the only one. And Adam Vinatieri, I didn't think about Adam Vinatieri. You brought up a break point. He'll probably be a first ballot Hall of Fame on here off this list.
Yeah, you might as well cut the game off. Yeah, I don't care if your team is up by one and Vinatieri get back there, cut the game off. It's over. That man is not missing. It's over for you, man.
So yeah, I agree with you on that, man. I agree with you on Eli Manning, Adam Vinatieri. Everybody else, they're gonna have to wait their turn. That's just me personally. You know what I mean, they're gonna have to wait their turn, bro. They're gonna have to wait their turn, man. But so let's talk about some fantasy football, bro. Let's talk about some fantasy football with wide receivers and tight ends. How we ranking people for these upcoming drafts that's about to happen. You know what I mean? In the next few weeks. So I'm gonna go off. I'm going strictly off of ESPN receiver rankings. All right, and I'm gonna go. I go top 5. Then I go. We'll talk about it. I go 6 through 10. So
what? Wait a minute. Are you just giving stats, or is this strictly?
I'm going out with them ranking. I'm going off with the ranking. Do you agree with these rankings? Do you agree with them?
Fantasy football rankings are just football rankings.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Fantasy football ranking. All right. Okay. So for wide receivers, we already talked about quarterbacks on last episode. So if you're listening and you're looking what we did look at our last episode, we did our rankings, top 10 ranking for fantasy quarterbacks. Now we on wide receivers and we on tight ends right now. So wide receivers, top 5, they got CeeDee Lamb, Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase, Amon Brown, and Justin Jefferson. Amon Brown, sorry, from Minnesota. I mean from Detroit, and Justin Jefferson. That's your top 5 in that exact order. Numbers then the 6 through 10 is AJ Brown, Jared Wilson, Devontae Adams, Chris Overlay, and Michael Pittman. So with the top 5, who do you agree with that top 5? CeeDee Lamb, Tyreek, Jamar Chase, Amon Brown, and Justin Jefferson.
No, I do agree with the top 5, no doubt about it. But 6 through 10, I don't know about that now. I don't know about that 6 through 10. But I mean, top 5, I definitely go with that. So 6 through 10, they didn't have AJ Brown.
They got AJ Brown at number 6.
They didn't have Deebo Samuel.
They got Deebo. Where they got Deebo at? Hold on. Dang. Where they got
Brandon Aiyuk ain't on their list.
Brandon Aiyuk, number 18. What the world?
Hey, Puka.
They got Brandon Aiyuk 18 and Deebo at number 19.
That's terrible.
They got Devontae Smith number 17. They got Nico Collins from Houston at number 16. That's too low.
That's crazy. That's crazy. He definitely should be in the top 10.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna give so they got somebody at number 12 that I do not agree with. He should be higher. Mike Evans. Mike
Evans should be in the top 10.
Thank you. He number 12. Yep.
Who you said that had number 6?
AJ Brown. They got Garrett Wilson from the Jets at number 8.
No. Yeah, Mike Evans, Deebo Samuels, Nico Collins would definitely be in my top 10.
Guess what they got Stephon Diggs? They got him at 21.
Who list you look at it?
ESPN's.
It got to be an old list or something. Well, it can't be old. It just outdated or something.
Hey, you know who made this list? It's the same people that picked Bo Nix and Drake May.
Makes sense. It makes sense. Now it's all coming together. Yeah, that's awful. I hope they will revamp that before the season. What you say? Most people. When is the draft? The fantasy draft?
Usually, like the last week of
preseason.
Preseason. I think because I'm in one draft league. I don't even think we set a draft date yet. Actually, just think about it. We ain't set a draft date, but I know this right here. I won't be going off this list.
Not at all. I mean,
I won't be going off this list. But I say the wide receivers are loaded though. Wide loaded, bro. It's a lot of wide receivers. It's a loaded class.
Because I say 10 through 20 can be tough.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
No DK Metcalf. He what day number they got him? DK Metcalf.
Yeah. Let me see where they got him at.
He ain't even know.
They got him 15.
Okay.
They got Marvin Harrison Jr. over DK.
How you do that already though?
I don't know. Hold on. Who's the Seattle quarterback now? Because who's Seattle quarterback now? I forgot who's a quarterback over there now. They got Geno Smith. They still got Geno Smith. They got Simpson and Baldwin too. So yeah. They shouldn't have DK. They should have.
Is Marvin Harrison over Brandon Aiyuk?
Yep. Brandon Aiyuk and Debo is at 18 and 19.
That's each other.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Let's switch over to tight ends, man. So I'm gonna go through first 5. Travis Kelce, Sam Laportier, Mark Andrews, Trey McBride, and Evan Ingram. I already see this is bullshit list right here. What that's a bullshit first 5. What you think about that, bro?
No Mark Andrews.
He was number 3. So you got Travis Kelce number 1, Sam Laportier 2, Mark Andrews 3, Trey McBride from Arizona 4, and even Evan Ingram from Jacksonville number 5.
I mean, that's not a bad list.
They got George. I'm gonna say this. They got George Kittle number 7.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy to them.
It should be, in my personal opinion, it should be Travis Kelce number 1 or George Kittle number 2 or 1. Those 2 right there could be 1 or 2 right there. Whatever order you want, those should be 1 or 2. Mark Andrews number 3, Sam Laportier number 4, and I give Evan Ingram number 5. But George Kittle at number 7? Are you serious?
Man, I like the 1 through 4. I put Dalton Kincaid.
They got him number 6.
I put him at 5. What about David Njoku?
They got him number 8. So with Dalton Kincaid, I agree with you on that too, because they don't got Stephon Diggs no more. They got the new rookie wide receiver that's, you know what I mean, that's good, but he's a rookie right now. So your primary target he's really gonna be like Buffalo kind of gonna be like what Baltimore was for a while. They number one wide receiver was really the tight end, Mark Andrews.
It's gonna be a duel.
Yep.
Basically a dual position to hold you until you get the wide receivers, along where they need to be, develop where they need to be.
Yep.
Yeah, like I said, I agree with 1 through 4, man. But after that, it gets a little iffy after that.
Yeah. So I mean, this is better than the wide receiver list. I go ahead and tell you that one right now. That's better than, but
yeah.
And maybe it's just too tough for the wide receivers on ESPN. Maybe but the ESPN, same people that be hyping up is the same people that they be the ones that show out. I mean, that don't show out. So they horrible, man. And them analysts, man, they horrible, bro. They horrible, man. But let's switch over to college football, bro. Let's switch over to college football. So old rapper Pitbull buys the naming rights of FIU football stadium. Did you see the deals and the contract kind of details around this?
I've seen a couple of them. Not necessarily. I don't know if it was the full contract, that I've seen in regards to it. I definitely thought it was a major move. What he's doing and what he's doing for that schooling program, because a lot of that can bring money to the schools.
Yeah.
So I mean, I definitely agree with it. I like where he's going with it. Pitbull is a businessman, definitely.
Oh yeah,
he makes smart decisions. So who's to say? I believe a lot of more entertainers might follow in his footsteps as far as purchasing these stadiums, because he's gonna make that money back.
Yeah, 100%, man. And also, bro, I mean, they in Miami, man. So you already dealing with the University of Miami. You know what I mean? So you trying to stay, I ain't gonna say relevant, but you trying to stay afloat. You know what I mean? You try to get a bigger name and get more recruits, because they're gonna raise out them NIL money to get people to your school, blah blah blah. So some of the detail that came out about it's kind of funny a little bit, but he gets two executive suites that can sit up to 40 people for all home games. That's the first piece of it. Second piece of it, he gets 10 days a year to perform for free and do all that for whatever performance shows he want to do at the university.
I mean, and it does, like I said, that's going to bring so much money to the school and to the program.
Yeah.
So I like that.
Yeah, I mean, it was very interesting. It was you never really heard something like that before. So that was kind of shocked me a little, like Pitbull, like putting his name on it. But I mean, it's a marketing technique, man, and
right.
And that's going to bring more. That's going to bring some good publicity to the University of FIU. You know what I mean? FIU University, Florida National University, man. So I was not against it. I'm not against it. It just kind of shocked me that that's a thing right now. That's a thing.
Yeah, I mean, new markets always open up. So, I believe this is one of those new markets that he's tapping into. And like I said, I believe other individuals will follow.
Yeah. And also on college football. Hey, I'm gonna put my Paul Feinbaum hat on. You know what I mean? What you call a laughable by the NCAA. He went at the NCAA hard. So NCAA, whatever that's supposed to mean, you know what I'm saying? Whatever that supposed to mean is that, he's got like a 5-year ban against NCAA. The man's in NFL, bro. And you know what I mean? For unethical conduct of him buying recruits food or something like that back during COVID. So we wait till years after and this man is gone. You know what I mean? That's like, bro, that's like your elementary school hitting you up, hey, back in 1990, you did this, and we found out about it. So you are suspended from our school, bro. I'm graduating, man. Like, what are you doing right now, man? Like the NCAA, bro. So this shows you what me and you both been saying. Boy, the NCAA on the hot seat, bro. I'm telling you, right. Me and you both say I don't see the NCAA existing after about 5 to 10 years from now.
Yeah, right, exactly, because of just their reputation right now is terrible at this point in time. Everybody's laughing at them. Harbaugh, his lawyer, he called the NCAA a kangaroo court. And that's what he was saying. He's like, I wouldn't. He basically was saying, he said, I wouldn't listen to anything that the NCAA said. He said they're the most flagrant repeat violator of the federal antitrust law. Which they are. I'm telling you, these lawyers are going to come together and they're going to build up a portfolio, and they're going to build up a package to go against the NCAA in court. And I'm pretty sure they already putting it together right now as we speak. But they're going to get them wiped out, man. One of these days. It's going to be them, those lawyers, because they get tired of them. And like you said, what do they even come from? Like, they only are paid by the schools. So you regulating this, but we pay you.
Yeah.
Like it didn't make sense at all. And one thing too, the NCAA has been around a long time, and apparently they have been doing just crazy stuff for a long time. So they have just on one of the SEC story, one of the latest SEC stories that they had is called Saturday Night Lights. And, they're showing Saturday Night Lights basically in the SEC. And how much attention is been brought to over the years. The SEC basically started playing at night, the night games. But in the piece, it was talking like I think it was the late 70s or the 80s, the NCAA tried to regulate who could play on TV. You know what I'm saying? And they took
to what we're at right now with the broadcasting deals.
They took them to court and they lost. This was like one of those deals that they lost. It might have been like one of the first ever battles in court they might have lost, but they lost. You know what I'm saying? Because how you gonna tell what schools who can play on TV and when you're trying to regulate something that you definitely don't have control of. So like I said, they've been around a long time. They've been doing this a long time. Just the momentum definitely since the O'Bannon lawsuit in like 2012, 2013. It might have started before that, but definitely around that time. It's picked up so much steam in the last 10 years to here we are now at this point in time. And like they said, the NCAA, they could have stopped this train from going on. They could have put a halt to it sort of kind of in 2020, but they were so arrogant in their position, and it's backfired on them. And you see where we are now. It's going to be a lot of schools dropping out. I definitely want to pull away from them.
I think
like I said, why am I paying you?
SEC. The SEC is going to be the first ones that go out.
And if Greg Sankey pulls away from the NCAA, it's over with.
It's over. It's 100% over. It's 100%.
Yeah, they won't have any shoulder to stand on at that point in time.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's gonna be 100% over, bro. It's gonna be 100% over, man. I don't got no word for the NCAA, man, because all the things that they done in the past, man. Even back in the day when they did that, they did. I mean, you remember who was the originator of NIL money? You remember who was the originator of that? You remember what school was the originators of it?
Probably Miami.
The school where OJ went, SMU. Remember they had all their players on payroll?
Oh yeah, and they got the death penalty.
They just got off the death penalty about 7-8 years ago. It wasn't quite. it's been a little less than 10 years ago that they got off the death penalty. Remember, they had every player literally on payroll, giving them they had a W-2 and everything. Had them on payroll. So tell me now, ain't that the same thing the NIL right now is?
Yeah. Yeah, they had the whole system playing back then, but
they didn't have the lawyers, they didn't have the backing and the smarts of how to basically go at the NCAA. It took whoever, I forgot the law group that did it in California that started, because you remember NIL started in California. They said, NCAA, y'all ain't got no jurisdiction in California. We about to play. We authorizing all the schools in California to play their players. Next thing you know, everybody like, what? Oh, they can do it? Start that trickle effect. That's what SMU was missing when they literally had this whole thing. Y'all playing for us, y'all need to get paid for it. This is a job for y'all, man. They had everybody on payroll. They were filing W-2s and tax. I think that's how they got caught, because they were filing taxes, bro. What job you got, bro?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So they were the originator of the NIL money was SMU when they had every player on payroll before they got put on the death penalty. Now you look at it now, every athlete. Deion Sanders said it best. He said, when I go talk to a recruit or I talk to somebody out of the transfer report, I'm trying to recruit to come over. He said, if it's not the first course, it's coming to the second course. How much I'm getting paid?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they said that at the SEC media days, most of the coaches stated that that their school or their program needs $15 million just to handle their NIL. With their student athletes, and to pay their student athletes. I mean, which sounds about correct.
Yep.
But yeah, it's definitely a money train in the business now at this point in time.
Bro, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. But hey, I'm NCAA, bro. Count y'all days. Y'all heard all the people that's listening live. Me and Mark been saying this for a good while. The NCAA will come to an end very soon. It's going to be, I think it's going to be the SEC start. It's going to be SEC. ACC might not even exist after about 4 years. So they probably, after Clemson and Florida State win they battle with ACC, I think ACC over with too.
Yeah. Once that debacle is over with between those two schools, it's going to be hard to keep those other ones in there at that point in time. Because if they beat the lawsuit, then that means that they won as far as their money goes. The payout goes, the monetary money, and the rights to the rights to the games and the change in how much they are being paid. Basically, at that point in time. So why would any other school like North Carolina or Miami? Why would they stick around?
I want UNC to come over. I want UNC to come to the SEC. I really do. I want UNC. I want Clemson. I want Florida State to come to the SEC. I really do. I know. Yeah, I know. But like those three schools particularly, I think they'll bring great value to the SEC. Great value.
No doubt about
great value. Especially UNC. Especially UNC. Because if you look at across the board all sports, they're good at it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Football, basketball, baseball, women's softball, track and field. Yeah. Yep. I think they'll be a great addition. Great addition.
Like we said, we'll definitely be watching.
Duke gonna want to come too.
Yeah, and Duke's not coming.
Duke's ain't coming. I don't see Duke coming.
No, Duke ain't coming.
I see if Matt Brown's still the football coach over there, and Herbert's still the basketball coach over there, I can see those two. I can see those two trying to come to the SEC.
Yeah,
I see that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Like I said, Sankey said we're comfortable at 18. I mean, at the teams that we have right now at this point in time, however many 16. But he said he's watching though. He said he's not trying to get in the mode, but he's still watching.
So you know what that sounds like? You know what that sounds like to me? When he say I'm comfortable. Let me ask you something. If a billionaire always say, yeah, I'm comfortable, man. I ain't gotta never work a day in my life, but I'm still gonna want more money. So same thing with him. Hey, we comfortable right now, but the right team want to come over. You damn right I'm bringing them in. That's what that mean to me.
Yeah, more money for the program, for the conference.
The TV deal is gonna be crazy. The matchup's gonna be crazy. Like right now, so what is it? Auburn basketball is playing basketball this year. All right.
Right.
That game already sold out.
Nah, I bet it is. Wow.
Well, that thing right now, that was a circle. So tell me if you get USC, Duke, you know what I mean, to the SEC, Clemson to the SEC, especially in football.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what comes with that. A bigger bag, definitely. We'll definitely be watching to see what happens. Yep.
So, but hey, man, let's go to some reaction videos, bro. So the one video I want to play, man, is something we talked about a couple of episodes ago. I think it was about 2 episodes ago, where we were talking about, like, I don't know why people don't give Dennis Rodman his flowers. You know what I mean? Dennis Rodman was a pure dog. All right. So KG, Kevin Garnett, came on he on podcast talking to Paul Pierce about Worm. You know what I mean? Talk about him. I'm finna play it right now. Here you
go. So early on, Dennis Rodman, with no handshake and with handshake, had the agility to move with any point guard in the 90s. He could slide left or right laterally with anybody. He was 6'9" and had the movement of a point guard. He played like a Draymond, but more in control. He would work 80% of these months today, bro. That's another thing. His engine. Bro, you got to have an engine to guard this nigga. Bro, we played these motherfuckers. He played 43 minutes, dog. I think he ended up getting kicked out because he kicked the cameraman and shit. I go in the back, Joe. I'm tired as shit. Man, Lord on the motherfucking treadmill and combat boots up to his goddamn knees, running on a 15 incline at a 15, 17, like talking to him. Yeah, big fella got big fella tomorrow in Jersey. Got a, you know what I'm saying? He don't know what he's going with. Man, where what you doing? Just working out, you know what I'm saying? After games, he talking to me right now. I'm like, oh, this nigga's a fucking engine. I looked at him like on some mystique, bro. And I saw his superpower. He was sitting there telling me. And he the one gave me the secret to getting around back-to-backs. Lift. He the one showed me how to, how you tie it on lift. Hey, go ahead after the games, get you a little light lift like. He gave me that. And ever since I did that, I was better on the back-to-back, bro. I was crisper. I felt like, how the back-to-back, you feeling tight, but I had a pop like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying after you get that lift? He the one gave me that. After running on the treadmill, the damn near treadmill was looking up. He was running on that motherfucker. He like, look. Like, what kind of boots? Man, that motherfucker had some combat. Well, I never seen nothing like that, man. Shout to the Worm, yo. Straight up, one-on-one, yo. I've never in my life seen nothing like that. That's hilarious.
I can believe it. I definitely can believe that. No doubt about it. I mean, he was a maniac. He was a maniac.
That man was a maniac. Hey, yeah. So you remember on the Last Dance, Mike, and they told the story about Dennis Rodman. He said, man, he went to Phil Jackson saying, man, I need a couple of days. I need a vacation in the middle of the season. And then he went to Las Vegas. And and MJ was like, man, he go down and we ain't gonna see him again. So then MJ had to go get him out the bed. He said, I ain't gonna tell you what was all in there, but it was, it was female in there, blah, blah, blah. He said, whatever. He said, man, get your ass out of here, man. They go back to Chicago, bro. We gotta practice, man. And he said he came back, he was drunk, hungover, and whatever. And he was, and remember the doggone what we used to call it? once you running a line and the last person got to go chase the front person, you know, he had to keep going around up to the first person, whatever.
The Indian run.
Yeah, any run. And he said when Dennis Rodman got that moment when the dead sprint, they couldn't even catch. They said, all right, well, he's still in shape then. You know what I mean? Like that dude was an animal, bro.
Yeah, they said like slow down.
Bro, that mug was that dude, man, Dennis Rodman, man, had bro, me and you both said, man, I don't know how you don't get his flowers, man, because that man was a pure he knew his role, and that mug was a shutdown like defender, bro. I wish I could watch him play right now. I still remember them battles, him and Charles Barkley fighting and going at each other. And to be real with you, Shaq even came out and said he was his hardest defender to play against was him. He gave Shaq hell, man.
Yeah, I mean, we can see. We definitely could see that. I mean, watching their battles all the time. Like I said, he played his role well. He knew what he had to do, and he brought that physicality, you know, to the game. And you were gonna see him if he played down low.
Yeah. Hey, man, the next reaction video I got for you, bro, is your people in your city. I ain't talking about the city you're from. I'm talking about the city you in right now. Oh boy, hey, bro. Hey, I need to. Hey, this might be a game I gotta come to, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and play it, man. This is like I ain't gonna even give you no intro for it. I ain't gonna even give you. Here you go.
So when Pittsburgh comes to the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, right? When they come to the Benz,
yes.
When Russell Wilson lines up, or when he takes the field,
I forgot about that.
what future song should they play?
Oh man, Scott. I don't know, man. I don't know. Which one would you play?
If Russell Wilson took the field and I was controlling the music, and no. If Russell Wilson took the field and I'm controlling the music, and this is strictly to get in his head, I'm turning on Future, and I want the whole crowd to say, I just hit your cheek in some Gucci flip-flops.
Oh, man. Put that out there. We're going to clip that one up. I just hit your in some Gucci flip-flops. Man, we gotta play that.
Well,
I follow that episode, man. I like what they doing at Atlanta, man. Bruh, I don't know what week that is, but I might need to get down there, man. Because I can see Atlanta being that petty to do that.
Oh yeah, they're gonna play all Future songs. It's probably gonna be like 10 of them, back to back. So no doubt about it. DJ at the game. I don't know if you've ever been to the Falcons game, but the Falcons game is like a club.
Man, you know, hey, man. Yeah. Hey, we still talking about football, man. And it's a conversation between Big Ben and Mike Tomlin. And who started the player initiative? The NFL player safety initiative. And I want you to look at this tape, and we're gonna talk about this, man. We're gonna talk about this, man, because that
player initiative,
the player safety initiative, when they start knowing all the safety rules and stuff.
What still keep it do that? Oh, 8 or 10. I just thought the 10 group beat you up. Just in terms of physicality, without the 10. Well, that 10 group created the player safety initiative. Like, that collection of men created what we know now as the player safety initiative. The powers that be watched them play, and they said, this is not good for football.
Bob, you agree with what he said?
I definitely can believe it. I mean, the team back then, the Steelers team back then. I mean, even y'all, even the Ravens. You know, like I said, you know, anytime I don't care who you rooted for, anytime when Steelers and the Ravens played, you knew they was on TV and you were gonna watch that game. You were gonna watch that game like it was your team playing. So I don't think we ever missed a Ravens Steelers team play.
Bro.
Never, because they made the matchup such a highlight of the week, you know, so everybody knew the game was coming up, and the hard hitting that that you watched in those games. I mean, it was a spectacle to see, no doubt about it.
So I'm gonna say this. He said, he was like the power be said this wasn't good for football. He's damn right it wasn't good for football. It was great for football. That's what the hell we miss right now. That's why shit's so soft. You know what I mean? Up there, change the kickoff rule and crap, man.
Mhm.
That jump was great for football, man.
Yeah,
and
it
another
really
person, I'm gonna tell you something else. Another person that don't get enough of his flower was Ryan Clark. Because Ryan Clark could split your body in half, man.
Yeah,
But he was overshadowed by Troy Polamalu, you know what I'm saying? But that more was a dude that, hey, he didn't care about his body. He was gonna try to split your body in half, man.
Yeah, and I know it's probably people who don't give these people that flower. I don't know these type of people because I know the game. Right. I know the game and I watched it. And I watched these guys play. You know what I'm saying? So Ryan Clark is a staple in that program and in football, during that time, as far as being a hard hitter. I mean, they really just showed with 3 people. 3 or 4 of those guys. I mean, and it was 7 more on the field whose names are well known just as well too.
Yep.
So I mean, I definitely can believe during that era, during that time, that's what caused it. That's probably when they came in and started changing the rules.
Oh yeah, 100%, bro. 100%. Hey man, I got one more reaction video, bro, and we're gonna work our way to the end, man. And this one, bro, this is, I'm gonna tell you right now, when you got a good football player, you got a good mom behind, you know what I mean? And a good mom gonna, they're gonna support your son through all the stuff with sports, whatever, even to the point where they're gonna try to start teaching about sports, you know what I mean? Based upon what they know and what they hear the coaches telling you, and you ain't doing it, so they're gonna make sure you off to the side to make sure you do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this right here, man.
Yeah, it's a great mom. It's a great mom.
Get to the quarterback, right? He ain't gonna be able to do that with you right here. Okay, I'm gonna tell you where you messed up at. Look, right here, the first thing you did, you was down. The first thing you did was stood straight up. Oh, you gonna no, you down. Then first step. What's gonna be your first? Okay, see how you lining already? You already but you ain't got to sit. Once you get in, you ride his ass up in a way so that the runner comes back. Okay.
That's live, man. That's live. That's definitely live. You love to see stuff like that. I mean, definitely in part ball in the game. Yeah. The part ball in the game, everybody knows. Usually the mothers are the loudest. So yeah. I mean, definitely you love to see that, man.
100%. Bro, I seen that. So that man, that little kid right there finna go somewhere, man.
Oh yeah.
And his mom wasn't teaching him wrong either.
Oh no.
Like all great techniques. You need to go forward, bro. You need to go forward.
All great techniques. Yeah, she definitely would.
We need to go forward, man. But Mark, bro, hey, before we close out, man, I want to first say this because I'm gonna let you close it out, bro. But hey, we got a big uptick in subscribers on YouTube, a lot of followers. Man, thank you guys. Thank you for everything that y'all have done and supporting us, telling your friends, family about it. I mean, we up to, I want to say about a week and a half ago, we had about 200 subscribers. we over 750, almost 800 subscribers in a matter of a week and a half. Thank you guys. Thank you for supporting us, subscribing to us, and following us, and doing everything that you can to watch our content, man. Mark, I'm gonna pass it off to you, bro.
Definitely, man. We appreciate everybody coming in and joining us, talking sports with us. Continue to come back. We'll definitely continue to deliver the sports, the news, and we talk everything, football, the track, the javelin, anything. So we definitely appreciate everybody. Hit that subscribe button, pass it on to a friend.
Yep.
We'll see y'all soon, man. Take
All
care.
right. Y'all have a great one.